to not only meet people, but break bread with a lot of people, have really awesome conversations, just strategizing, and it's just been such a whirlwind of amazing. I'm very grateful for where I sit tonight, to have met a lot of you that are on here. So we've got a pretty action-packed night going here. So I want to kind of get things kicked off because we do have our CEO that's going to be joining us after this presentation that I deliver. So for all the folks that have been plugging in, that are already on board as advisors, welcome to our call tonight. But really, to all the guests that are out there that you invited on with us, welcome. We welcome you here. We're glad that you're taking some time to spend with us tonight. I think hopefully you'll be as excited as we are by the time we're through with the presentation. And then you'll get a special treat at the end if you hang around. You're going to get to meet our founder and CEO and kind of hear from him. Can we mute some, keep the mute going? Because it's got some background noise there. All right, good stuff. So Think Energy launched. We launched three weeks ago. We're super excited. I'm going to go through now and just kind of explain who Think is, what we do, how we do it. And then we'll get into the CEO conversation, which I'm very excited for all of you to hear from Michael Fallquist himself tonight. All right. So the beautiful thing about what we do, we market a product or a service, I should say, really, that everybody uses. Who do you know that uses electricity? It's part of our lives. We can't live without it. Everybody is buying this unconsciously, habitually, every single month by just simply paying their utility bill. Okay. Now, what we offer is something very special. So what if you could actually make money every time people used electricity simply by helping them make a better energy choice? And Think Energy value proposition is a better choice for consumers out there. Given the craziness in the energy markets and the craziness in the economy, people want predictability, people want stability. And that's why Think Energy fits in perfectly with where we are in this economic cycle. So for those of you who don't understand deregulated energy, pretty simple. Years ago, 30 years ago, the federal government said the utility companies are a monopoly and states were going to give you the right to deregulate as you choose. And many states have done that, okay? So the older monopolies where the utility would give you a price and you had no choice. You couldn't do anything about it. They controlled the generation, they controlled all the wires and the pipes and the poles, and they could charge what they wanted. When deregulation happened, many states took advantage of it because they wanted to offer competition, a different supply option that customers could choose, and it would be seamless. The best part about it, you still have the same utility, still have the same account. There's no disruption in service. The utility still delivers the energy to your home. You're just choosing a different supplier because they might have a better offering than what the utility is, because the utility has to provide the supply because they're called the utility of last resort. But because of that, they can't make money. They can't profit from the supply portion of the bill. So they just go out and procure energy in the easiest way possible. They're not really looking out for the customers because they can't make money off it. So we're one of those choices that you can make. And I think you'll come to find that we are offering a tremendous value, as I'll go through the rest of the presentation and show you. So it's very simple what we do. We're a third-party energy supplier. We're not just a third-party energy supplier, we're incorporating a few other things that are really exciting. Numero uno is community solar, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But community solar is one of the fastest growing industries in the entire country. And for the next 10 years, community solar is going to be an amazing industry to be in. We are on the front end of a huge tidal wave, or I'd call it a surf wave, because I would implore everyone to start paddling in front of that wave because it's going to be huge and you want to catch it. You don't want to be left behind. Community solar is going to be that exciting. We also are offering a customer referral program like no other. Okay, let me explain to you kind of how this works. We're all about empowering our customers, okay? we're going to give you a great value for your electricity usage. And we're also going to give you tools in which you can empower yourself and your customers to go out there and get our energy even cheaper than what we have it for, affordable green energy. So I introduce you to our free energy club. Okay. Our free energy club is a club that every person is going to want to be in and participating on whatever level they feel comfortable. Let me give you an example. So out of your utility bill, call it 50% of your utility bill is the supply, which is what we offer. And the other 50% is the delivery, okay? And the transmission. That's the utilities deal. So 50% of your bill is what we supply. Now, if a customer signs up as a customer with Think Energy, and they go out and they get 3 customers, they turn 3 customers on to Think Energy's supply, they're going to get a 10% discount on their electric supply every month. Just by getting 3 customers, they're going to get mom, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, whoever, and they're going to get 3 customers, they're going to get 10% off. But here's the cool part. They're going to know what they're getting with 10%, and they're also going to see what they can get if they get 7 more customers. Because if they have a total of 10 customers that they referred, they're going to get a 40% discount on their electricity supply. And the last but not least, free energy for all. That's what we want. We want all of our customers to get free energy by simply referring 20 customers to Think Energy, and you're getting free electric supply. It's capped at $2,000 a year, but 85 to 90% of our customers won't go near that. It's an easy amount where they'll really get free electricity supply. So we've got a plan like no other, and customers are already taking advantage of this. This is an aspect of our opportunity that can truly go viral. You go out and get a few customers and teach them about the Free Energy Club. They're getting customers, and so forth and so on. It's a really exciting program. So what's available today, right now? Electricity supply. And I'll show you all the markets in the next slide. What's coming very soon, okay? It was going to be a lot longer, but we're moving in real quick. Starting in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be launching into our initial community solar markets, which is very exciting. And then we also have a software technology, an app for the customer that's going to be launching in 2024 in all smart meter markets. That's going to allow customers to tweak their energy usage in their house, to use their, dishwasher and laundry machine later at night when the energy prices are lower, and the app's going to inform them when to do that. And they go and do it, and they're going to get a savings. They're going to get bill credits from Think Energy by simply having this app and letting the app either control things, or you can control things based on what the app tells you to do. It's an incredible technology. It's going to be a game changer. More about that from our CEO on Saturday, which we'll talk about. All right. So as an example, right? Right now, there's a utility up in New Hampshire, for example. Their prices are what they are. They're 20 cents through July 31st. Okay. Our price right now is $12.9. So it's pretty good savings right there. All of our markets are very different. The utilities are resetting prices, paying more for electricity. So the prices are going to reflect. Some markets have already reset. Some are still yet to reset. We've decided to launch all the markets. But here's an example of how it works with the free energy program. Let's just say that part of your bill, the energy supply portion of your bill, is $100, just for easy math. Okay. If you refer 3 customers, you're going to get 10% on a Visa debit card or an electronic wallet, where every month, if your bill's $100, $10 will go on to your debit card. Okay. Now, if they get 10 customers, $40 will go on that debit card as a rebate. If they get 20 customers, 100%, all 100 will be credited on that debit card every month. That's our free energy program. That's how it works. It comes in the form of a rebate on a debit card or an electronic wallet, an online wallet, and you can do whatever you want with that. It's tax-free money because it's coming in the form of a rebate. It's really, and if you get the debit card, it's an easy thing to go out and have dinner with friends. And they say, what's Think Energy? What's the Free Energy Club? Oh, you know what? That's a program we belong to. We don't pay anything for our electricity supply. You should join. Pretty easy conversation starter. And then community solar, once we roll that out, customers will be able to enjoy discounts of 5 to 20%, depending upon what market they live in. And it's a 20-year benefit. It's a state program. It's really exciting. So right now, if you look at the world of energy, you go online, you Google energy prices in America, you're going to see that prices have gone up 20, 30, 50, 100, 200% in some markets. It's crazy how much higher electricity prices are this year than they were in 2020, for example. And there's really no shortage of craziness in the energy markets to make these prices continue to be very volatile, creating a horrible customer experience for customers to get one bill one month for $100, and then next month is $300, the next month is $70, and the next month is $400. It's a horrible customer experience. So what we're doing as a company is we're launching all of our markets 3-year fixed rates. Okay, so when you sign up, you get that same rate for the next 36 months. We're taking all that volatility out of the game, and we're hedging you so that if energy prices go higher, you're locked in at the price today, not at what it's going to be in 2 years or 3 years from now. Utility companies themselves are communicating with their customers. For example, in Central Hudson, one of the big utilities in New York State, they sent out an email to their customers saying customers may also wish to investigate fixed rate options for electric and natural gas supply offered by energy service companies like Think Energy. This option may serve as protection against market volatility and price spikes. The utilities are telling this to their customers. We have the perfect storm of what's happening, and Think Energy is coming in at the perfect time to bring solutions to many challenges that are out there. So here's the markets that we're launching in. 12 different states, okay, and DC. All right, so we're licensed already in all these states, and we're already doing business in these states. So Think Energy benefits. Every customer is getting 100% clean energy, competitive fixed rates for 3 years, cashback rebate. If a customer did end up paying more with us than they did with the utility, if they'd stay there, then we have a cash rebate for them every year. Free Energy Club. That's what we're offering in our Free Energy Club, and rainforest protection. For every customer that comes on for electricity usage, we're planting and taking care of 50 trees in the rainforest. So I want to stop and talk a little bit about community solar, because we've been talking about it in the pre-launch, like it's something that's coming, but it's coming. It's coming really quickly, okay? It's going to be, if I want you to think about the community solar is a state program that allows agricultural land to be developed with solar farms. As you can see a picture of a solar farm right here, okay? Say this farm right here is big enough to accommodate 1,000 homes, okay? We can go out there and get 1,000 homes who live in that utility footprint and introduce them to the farm. They go online, take 3 to 4 minutes, and they're online. They're on the farm. And just by doing that, they get a 20-year guaranteed benefit of a reduction on their energy costs. Okay, anywhere from 5 to 20%, depending upon the market. And there's no cost to do it. And if they need to cancel for any reason, there's no termination fees. It's brilliant. Community solar is going to be popping up. There's developers all over the place, and all those developers need help filling the farms. Think Energy is the one that's going to have the sales force to fill the farms faster than anybody else. Hence, by just natural progression, we're going to win all the business out there. And we're starting literally in the next 2 weeks with 2 states. But when you think about community solar, it's a lot bigger, because more states that aren't deregulated for electricity are deregulated for or have state programs in community solar. Right now, there's 21 states that are available for community solar. and there's 4 more that have legislation that's about to pass to become community solar programs. So you think about how big this is for all of us who are building a network, simply sharing this whole concept of a state program with customers. Have you heard of the Maryland State Community Solar Program? No, I haven't heard about it. Well, guess what? You sign on and you get 10% off your electricity bill for the next 20 years. It's a no-brainer. How much does it cost, Ed? It doesn't cost anything. Am I locked in for 20 years? What if I cancel? No big deal. You can cancel. There's no reason to put a cancellation fee on it because nobody would ever leave it because they're getting a 10% benefit. So that's an example of how simple this conversation is with community solar. So this map that you're looking at, the green is where community solar is. We're going to be filling in all the blues over the next 5 years with green. This whole country will be community solar. The first markets that we're going to launch, just so everybody can kind of know, is Maine and New York State. Those are going to be our first 2 community solar markets. Catch all the details coming up this Saturday. You're going to learn about it, and because it's pretty imminent that we're going to be launching it. All right. So the compensation plan, we get paid a lot of money to share something amazing, something that's so simple to share with people. Our comp plan pays 7 different ways. There's personal income. So if you go out and get a customer for electric, get a customer for community solar, you get compensated for that as a bonus. You also get monthly residual income for the life of the customer. Leadership income, moving up the ranks. Every time you move up the ranks, you get more bonuses and you get rank advancement bonuses. That's by building a team. So team income is life-changing income. You know, I'm capable of easily going out there and getting 20 or 30 customers over the next year. But if I get 3 or 4 people and I teach them to go get 20 or 30 customers, and then they get 3 or 4 people, everybody gets 20 or 30 customers. It's a light lift, and everybody can move up the charts. With all those customers, you're getting an override on everything that happens in your business. So let me just I'm not going to make anybody a comp plan expert because we got to kind of move along to get Michael on here. Comp plan training is going to be happening as well coming up this weekend. So we'll kind of leave it for that, but I will go over some kind of high level stuff. There's 9 ranks in our comp plan. Okay. We're a unilevel coded comp plan. So that's the vernacular for what we are. So everyone starts out as an EA and an energy advisor, and the goal is to become a senior partner as fast as you can, right? Here's the qualifications for moving up the ranks. For example, if I want to become a regional energy advisor, I have to have 5 personal customers and a total of 50 team customers. I have to have brought in at least 3 advisors, and I can use 40% of any one of those advisors' customers towards my 50 customer total to move up to this rank. Okay. So now what's cool about this is an electric customer counts as a customer point and a personal customer. Community solar customer also counts as a point for my personal customers and my team customers. So as people are out there getting customers that are electric and community solar, that's 2 points per household. And also, if I get a customer and that customer wants free energy and they go refer 20 customers to get free electricity supply, well, guess what? Those count as my personal customers as well. If their customers get customers and their customers get customers, they all count towards my totals. So that referral program is really an exciting part of our business because things are going to be happening while you're sleeping at night. Customers are going to be referring business, believe you me. And then you get to the top rank, you need 24 personal customers and 50,000 team customers, okay? Every time you move up in rank, you get the bonus that's next to this. It's a one-time bonus, total of 85,000. The first 3 ranks, they want you to go through with speed because they know if you go through with speed, you're going to have built something that will build on its own. And that's an exciting thing when you get to that point. So there's double the amount for the first 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. These should be updated. I apologize for that. This should be 60 and this should be 90. So everyone should be thinking right now, get to director by May 18th, because if you do that, you're going on a trip. Okay. I'll let Michael talk about that. I don't want to steal that thunder. So this is what the ranks are. Now, as you go out and get customers, and they're getting customers and new advisors and customers, your business, all these customers pay out residual income every single month. And our comp plan has 10 levels of residual level pay. Every time you move up in rank, you get qualified for another level of pay. Everybody starts off with the first 3 levels. If I bring on a customer, or if I bring on an advisor and they get customers, that's my level 1, I'm going to get 20 cents per month per customer in residual income. And then you can see what happens. If I become a director, I'm now qualified for 5 levels, and it jumps to 50 cents. So all the customers that are on my 5th level, I earn 50 cents per customer per month. It's a pay increase. And then when I get to the rank of senior director, it goes up from 50 cents to 75 cents. And then it goes up to $1 on level 9. And look at this, level 10, $1.50 per customer per month. So the goal is to build a team and help them build their team, and then they build their team, and so forth and so on. All those advisors coming in, getting customers, you get paid 10 levels of pay. The numbers I'm showing you here are based on band 1 customers. Okay, anyone from 3,600 to 20,000 kilowatts per year. Band 2 pays double. Band 3 pays triple. Okay, and then for every community solar customer, you could see the residual here. Also, 20 years of residual income for a community solar customer. That's pretty amazing. Everything else is for the life of the customer. So it could be 20 years. If they stay with us for 20 years, community solar is automatically. Then we have customer acquisition bonuses. Every time you go out and get an electric customer, you get a $20 bonus. It's paid next week. Okay. Pays out on Fridays. Get a customer today. By next Friday, not this Friday coming up, but the next Friday, you'll get $20. If there's community solar attached to it, you'll get $60 in a tier 1 solar market. We have one market that we know of that's a tier 2 solar market. That'll be New York. That's going to be a $20 commission because it's all consolidated billing. It's very easy. We don't have to be involved with the billing process or anything. So, but most of the markets that we launch for community solar will be tier 1 community solar markets at $60. So you get a customer in Maine for electric and community solar, that's $80 that you're getting. Okay. Plus the residual income of $1.50 because you get $1 for electric, 50 cents for community solar for your personal customers. And then as you move up the ranks, let's say you make it to the rank of director and you bring on a new advisor, and that new advisor gets a new customer, electric customer. Well, you're going to get this dollar, and this $2, the first code, part of our coded comp plan. So you would make $4 for every new customer that comes in with your new advisor and anything that they do beyond that. Okay, so if they bring on 10 customers, you're going to make an extra $40. But if you're a senior partner in your top rank, you get all this money. If I bring on a new advisor, I'm going to get $7 here, and I'm going to get $12 here. I'm going to get $19 per customer that new advisor brings in. They bring in 10 customers, that's an extra $190. And it's the same kind of payout for community solar, except it's 3 times the amount. Okay. It's very, very healthy. Our comp plan is extraordinarily jealous. People are just starting to get a taste of our comp plan. We've had 2 payments so far in the last 3 weeks. Our 3rd payment will be this Friday. And people are starting to see how our comp plan pays out. And it's amazing. It is truly amazing. The same goes for extra residual income. You have the level pay residual income, but there's also coded infinity pay. Okay. Same concept as with the bonuses. There's an extra 90 cents per customer in residual income based on where you are in the comp plan. If you're a senior partner and that new advisor brings on a customer, you're getting an extra 90 cents per customer per month in residual income. If you're a director, you pick up an extra 20 cents. Okay. Now, the same goes for the band 1 and band 2 as well. It's for twice as much and triple as much for the coded pay. Now, the cool part of our comp plan, and what's usually missing from a coded comp plan, let's say I'm a director, for example, and I bring someone on and they work really hard and they match me. They become a director just like me. So I sponsored them. They work hard, or someone in the business works hard and they become a director. Normally, whatever they do moving forward, I'm coded away from. Like they code it out for me. But in our plan, that doesn't happen. You want people to become directors because if they match your rank, you simply get generation 2 code. So you never code out. So you're still going to pick up the extra code for that second generation. It's a brilliant part of our comp plan. And the more you understand that part of it, the more exciting this whole business becomes, because people have dealt with coded comp plans. And when they understand what a second generation code means, game over. Now, last but not least, every electric customer that comes into our company and every community solar company that comes into our company, $2 for electric and $6 per community solar goes into a pool. It's called the partner pool, plus 10 cents a month in residual for electric, 5 cents a month for community solar, feeds this pool on a residual basis as well. And when you earn your rank of partner, you are now in the partner pool. You get 1 share, and they take all the money every month that's in that pool and they send it out to the shareholders and whatever that share is worth. Okay. Let's say there's $100,000 and there's 10 shares. Each person would get $10,000. Okay. That's how it's working. Every month you become a regional partner, you get 2 shares. You become a senior partner, you get 5 shares. Okay. This is a great way to tie all the leadership of our company together to root for each other, because the better Think Energy does, the better we all do together. So we're rooting for our competitors, our people that are building teams that are not all part of our teams. You want them to have success because they're feeding the partner pool. It's a great way to unify the leadership of the company. All right. So how it works step by step, if you saw something you like tonight, here's how you get involved, right? You sign up. It's that easy. It takes about 5 minutes. You get back with the person who got you on the Zoom and say, hey, can you send me your link? I want to get started. It's $129 to get started. That's a one-time charge. And then every year on your anniversary, it's $99 to renew your business and renew your income. Okay. First thing you want to do is complete your training. We're a very compliant industry, the energy deregulation markets. If we want to be as compliant as possible, we want all of our advisors to come on and represent this company in the right way. Okay. We're very proud of our company and we want people to talk about it properly. So everyone has to go through a certification process. It takes about a half an hour. Once you get through it, you're done, you're certified. You can now start to get customers. There's also a background check that's part of the enrollment process. That's a pretty simple process. It's really looking for, criminal activity, because we want our advisor base, to be a good advisor base. And some states require it. So we just decided to roll it out to the entire company. Then you invite others, right? Invite others to these Zooms, invite others to join as customers. You start building your business. Okay. And we're going to have all the tools you need to help invite, share tools, brochures, videos, all that kind of stuff. Then you get paid. You get paid weekly for customer acquisition bonuses and monthly for residual income. Okay. So everything customer acquisition gets paid weekly. Everything residual gets paid monthly. And feel great knowing that your efforts to help people financially while also supporting clean energy and a healthier environment. Think Energy has come to the marketplace at the perfect time. The energy markets are in a stage of chaos, volatility, and there's no end in sight. Okay, we could reverse everything that's happened over the last 2 years. It would take another 3 years to get back to where we were totally energy independent, and the geopolitical situations that are going on. We're setting ourselves up and our customers up to be able to get through this period of time without having that crazy, volatile, upward pricing pressure. So that's our energy here. Imagine how your future could be with Think Energy. More time, money, freedom, less stress, debts, financial worries, greater purpose, knowing you're helping others. Bottom line, folks, is, I advise anybody to not watch news, because when you watch news, you just realize how crazy things are out there. Dig in, roll up your sleeves, join us, and go for the ride of a lifetime. Believe you me, every person that joins our business are glasses half full people. They're optimistic. We could rename our company Hope, and because that's what it's providing to a lot of people out there. The world is changing. Corporate America is changing. We're offering a great way for people to earn extra income and could potentially be something that works its way into a full-time fortune, right? So with that, I'm really excited to conclude this portion of the night. I'm going to turn it over to someone that I've been on the road with for the last 3 weeks, someone who is instrumental in bringing this company to the forefront, making it happen, bringing us, my brothers and I, on this journey with him. Started 10 months ago with just the thought of what Think Energy could be, with the vision that Michael Fallquist had in his head. And he brought us into the fray. He shared with us his vision for the future. And we were just immediately more excited than we've been about any business opportunity. And we went to work. We worked for the next 6 months, putting everything together, putting all the pieces together. Michael had big things that he had to complete. We were just kind of working on like the other stuff, how to go to launch and market. And Michael has pulled together something pretty miraculous in a very short period of time. And I'm very proud and excited to be working with him. So Michael, are you there?
Eddie,
what's up, buddy?
Excited to be here. Excellent job as always on the overview.
Thank you.
You do a fantastic job. Hey everybody, happy to be here tonight. Kick off the week. As Eddie referenced in the intro, the launch tour was probably, if I had set an expectation, it was going to be a 10 out of 10. I think it well exceeded that. I think what we set out to accomplish was to, have a chance to engage with people, educate people about, the strategy, the plan, but most importantly, build belief. And I say that because, belief is a two-way thing, right? I have an incredible amount of belief in our product, our team, our strategy, but, connecting with all the leadership on the road, meeting people, and, whether it was half hour after or 2 hours after, sometimes longer, the time I spent and got to know people on the road, just, my belief is through the roof. If I would have had a massive amount of conviction about our strategy before, that has gone up twofold. And, if you were on the road with me, you heard me end every one of my presentations by talking about the reasons why. And there's, a lot of different reasons why I'm excited, but the most important reason is the leadership. I always give the anecdote that, it took us 6 months to get our 500th associate at Veridian. And in 7 days, we had nearly 2,000. But not only 2,000 people enrolled, just some of the best leaders in the industry. So if you didn't participate in the launch tour, I highly recommend you watch them, because whether it's the three of the Kenny brothers or Tony leading the events and sharing their wisdom and stories, or it was, closing out the night with the other top leaders in the business, if you didn't walk away from that as excited as I did, you're definitely not in the right place. Because with, Big John's passion or Kirk's stories or so many others, it was awesome. It was inspiring, and I was beyond thrilled to be there. So thank you everyone for who came out. And I couldn't be more excited about the future. So I'm going to do my best to be on these calls as needed, in the early phase of the growth of this business, because, it's really important for me, and I think for everybody on this call, for just transparency. So, I'm in obviously constant communication with top leaders, and, we'll do our best to address issues as they come up in the field. Because I got to be honest, having built a business, right? My last company started in 2009. We sold it in 2019 to Vistra. We started with one customer, guy by the name of Larry Brish, still remember his name, all the way to 1.2 million customers when Vistra bought us. And, while we had challenges on day one, we had challenges 10 years later. And so challenges are always going to be part of the journey. That's just the reality of being in a deregulated industry where the utility is your counterpart. And, I say that hopefully not to discourage you, because obviously we'll always, the more mature we get as a business, the easier it is going to be to deal with these issues. But I say that because, there's two things that we are committed to as we work through issues, both today and over the long term. First and foremost, continuous improvement, right? There is no issue that we're going to, not address. Continuous improvement is a core to our culture. We'll continue to address issues faster. We'll address them, in a better way every time. But the second and bigger point, and I think this is really important, is, we have a motto internally: just always do the right thing. Right? And I think that's just really important. And if you think about some of the challenges we've dealt with, and take Central Hudson, for example. Every enrollment was rejected in Central Hudson. Thank you to the field for bringing that, obviously, to our attention. I mean, we're across 64 utilities, so we do our best to manage that. But the reason that is we bought a business that hadn't enrolled a customer in that market, and the utility changed the enrollment flow. It's corrected now. We've sent every customer email to get proper information. We've called them. So we're working to enroll those customers. But I tell that story because we didn't waver in the decision that we were going to pay caps on every one of those customers, regardless of whether or not that customer was ultimately enrolled with us. So core to the principle of do the right thing. An issue came up in NIMO as well. I think I've heard today that's going to be resolved. We sent test enrollments in, and all the other enrollments will be resubmitted tomorrow. But again, internally, we've already made the decision that regardless if those customers don't ultimately enroll, we're going to pay cabs and do the right thing. And I think the last example of that I'll give is related to just, as a general point. Obviously, we launched customer enrollments in early February, and we decided to reset everybody's accelerated rank advancement bonus as of March 1st, because we wanted to give everybody every opportunity to achieve that, even if there may have been, a few challenges along the way. So, as you think about long-term growing a business with us, just know two things. We're committed to improving every day, and I think our performance shows that. And more importantly, we're committed to always do the right thing. And so even when there is an error, whether it's ours or not, we'll make sure we make it right. So a couple issues I wanted to address generally on the call. The first is rate setting. So in Rhode Island, the utility released a lower rate. So I think this is just, as we've been saying all along, utilities, especially in the Northeast, have high winter rates and low summer rates. So, I think, wanted you to be very clear as you talk to your customers, right? We're selling customers on long-term price certainty and giving them all the tools necessary to lower their rate. And, I hope everybody understands that, this is expected, right? And as we've said all along, National Grid Massachusetts is another great example where there's a ton of value consumers are going to get in the short term, but as they go into the seasonal or the summer period, more than likely, like Rhode Island, the rate's going to be below ours. But, our expectation is over the life of the contract next winter, their rates are going to go up again. And, while we can't guarantee savings because we don't ultimately know where utility rates are going to go, you're offering customers price certainty. We're giving them all the tools, right? Eddie was talking about the free energy club. Right? It's amazing the number of customers who are referring customers. We had this example where, Jim was showing me that, like 6 customers from one customer, customers referring customers, all from one person you bring in. And, it's important that when you talk to your customer, right, there's all this volatility that exists. There's a ton of fundamental reasons why volatility in the market is expected to continue. And we're providing them price certainty. And, with the added benefit of the peace of mind, if they do end up paying more than the utility over the life of the contract, they're eligible for a cashback rebate of up to $25 a year. In addition to all the tools that we're going to provide, whether it's Free Energy Club or community solar or technology long-term. So again, the Rhode Island experience is not unexpected at all. It's part of the volatility that's going to exist in the utility market, and we expect it to continue. So, it's kind of the reality of energy markets. But that's why we built the product we did, and hopefully there's a ton of value customers can get through the other tools we're giving. The other point I wanted to address was just New York community solar. And, New York community solar is going to be, maybe except for California, which is going to come online in the next couple of years, the New York community solar, of any community solar market is going to be the largest in the country, right? I believe Stephen Condon said they have a goal of 10 gigawatts or 2 million customers over the next, 5-7 years. I mean, the opportunity in that market is amazing in terms of growth. And what the regulator's done is they've made it much easier in that market to enroll community solar market customers than any other market, right? Customers are on consolidated billing, so just like switching to retail electricity, they can just sign up with their utility account number, and the charges are billed through the bill. And I think that's just an important distinction as you think about that market, because, obviously when the utility facilitates or the regulators facilitate that, the amount of value is lower because customer acquisition is not as hard as it is in other markets where you have a dual bill scenario. And, I think just as a general point, long-term, like deregulated energy, every market's going to be different. And, as we think about the path going forward, right, I know I want to be the largest community solar player in the market, because if you think about it, right, there is no better product in the industry. Renewables being built in your backyard, customers saving money for 20 years on their utility bill, and you getting paid 20 years residual in a market that, whether you believe the president or not, and the policies that have happened, right, they're predicting 5 million accounts in the next 5 years. Right? Who wants a piece of that? And so the New York experience is just, where we had to introduce a second tier. It just reflects the fact that markets are all different. And, even if compensation up front is lower in that market, I think we all want to be in that market, just like we want to be in every market, right? We want to be the business that's known for taking community solar mainstream. Think of the impact we can make on the environment. Think of the impact we can make for your customers. Think of the impact we can make for each and every one of you on the phone. It's pretty special. And so, I couldn't be beyond excited about community solar. And, I think it's a perfect add-on to what we're doing with electricity, and it's just a fantastic consumer product. So excited about that. Just dovetailing into community solar launch. So we are in the next short period of time, we're going to be rolling out community solar enrollments in New York as well as in Maine. As we were talking about on the roadshow, we have capacity in Maine right now for over 4,000 customers, with quite a bit more capacity right behind that. In New York, we have a ton of volume lined up that obviously will be matching with customers in short order. You're going to be, as we're going to be rolling out the launch, I can promise you some pretty exciting incentives that are going to come forward. And so, just get excited, guys. Community solar, if you're someone who's built a business in New York, just help people save. It's super easy, super simple to get them enrolled. In Maine, 10% off their bill. Why wouldn't they take advantage of that offer? So excited about what that has to offer. As I said, it's the best product that exists, and why wouldn't you want a 20-year residual and a 20-year customer in your business, 20-year customer in your business? So next update I wanted to give is just Punta Cana. If you have not seen that or set your goals for it, it's a director challenge. The dates are locked, June 22nd through 25th. We're going to be in Punta Cana. I think for me personally, on sort of the last journey we did, and I was, alongside the Kennys and their families for that journey, and so many other people on this call. The best times were when we were together. And if you can, whatever it takes to make that trip, I look forward to spending time with you, but more importantly, it's the best thing you can do for your business, because spending time with all the leaders who will for sure make that trip, it's just going to help you. And as Eddie said, to close out his compensation section around the partner pool, the reason we put that in place is whether you're in, Ed's business or Tony's business or whomever's business, Big John's business, Kirk's business, we want you to be, motivated to help each other. We want a culture where, if I win, you win, we all win. And, having that shared incentive where, all the customers that come through Think Plus everybody's compensated, we felt, creates the, exactly the right, the right culture we want, because the business with the best culture wins. And so I wanted to just close out, hopefully getting everybody on this call excited to come to or attend our Super Saturday training event this weekend. This is going to be an opportunity where you're going to hear from the best field leaders, talking about how they build their business. And, the opportunity to learn from these men and women is invaluable as you think about growing your business. And then you're also going to hear from corporate, where we're going to be, providing training, information, tips. One of the most just a simple example is, did you know 7.99% of customers are failed because they're not completing an email acceptance? Just simple training like that, where, we're going to be able to identify these ways as you talk to your customers and just make sure that, they are completing the enrollment, as opposed to leaving it one step short. And then we'd have 7 more out of, instead of 93 out of 100 customers, we'd have 100 out of 100 for that simple final step. Or I guess, 92 and 8. But Super Saturday training this weekend, please mark it on your calendar. I'll be there, excited to be there. And I'm excited to sit back and learn from, not only share what wisdom I have with regards to energy and the product and the go forward, but I'm excited to hear what all the leaders have to share, because, there's a ton of knowledge they're going to impart on us during the meeting. So Ed, super excited about it. And I really appreciate you having me tonight.
No, Mike, I really appreciate you taking the time. I know this last 3 weeks we've had a lot of you, and we've really been excited to have that because it's just great for people to be able to come out and meet you. Because one of the core beliefs is the executives, the team, right? And when someone has a chance to meet you, shake your hand, take a picture, it's so much easier to go out there and talk to people and saying, yeah, I've met the CEO of the company. And that's one of the big benefits of being able to come on these Zooms or be in a meeting setting where you can say, yeah, I've met the CEO of the company. Because right now, that's very possible, right? As time goes on, we just know what happens. There's 20, 30,000, 100,000 people in the business. It gets more challenging to meet you. So right now, while we can and while we have you and while we're all out there in the field right now, we're in a launch company. We're all swinging those machetes, trying to cut the jungle down. Our whole goal for everyone who's on this call is really to make it easier every day or every week or every month for the next phase of people to come into this company. Because as we grow with more community solar and as we grow with more states and stuff and the technology comes on, we want it to be easier for people to come in and have success with us. But we're the ones that are given the challenge of going to clear the path for everyone, going through the bumps of a brand new company. But I know from working with you since 2010, anytime there was something that happened that was a tech thing or something crazy like that, you always made good on it. You always did. You never even thought twice about it. So everyone who's on here, you know that about Michael. He's a fair person and he's always going to do the right thing. So we're psyched to have you, bud. I'm psyched to see you again on Saturday.
Totally happy to be here. And just to where I started, my belief couldn't be higher following that roadshow and just spending time with all the leaders. So super excited to continue on this journey. I think I would say unequivocally the best is ahead.
Hands down. Thanks, bud.
All right, Eddie. Thank you, guys.
Right.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you having me.
Thanks. Well, that, folks, will conclude our evening. We're back here. So the webinar schedule is pretty simple, right? We got 8 o'clock Monday through Thursday. What's really cool about things now is that we have new leaders that are starting to plug in. You've noticed, I can't say enough thanks to Mike and Andy, to Julius, to Eric. By the way, Eric Stewart had a brand new baby today. That was very exciting news. He didn't know when it was going to happen. He's been on the road tour. Any moment his phone could have rung, but he's a proud daddy of 2 now. So anyway, 8 o'clock Monday through Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday at 12 noon. Invite your people on. The shareable tools are coming, but for now, use the Zooms. It's a great way to share this business because we'll be opening up for Q&A and stuff like that. So really appreciate everybody taking time to be with us. Thanks again, Mike. This recording will be out there. We'll put it up onto Facebook into the Think Advisory group or advisor group. And that's it. Thanks, folks. Appreciate it. Have a great night. Cheers, all.
What time Saturday, Ed?
It should be on the calendar. I don't know if it's either 9 to 11 or 10 to 12. It'll be on the calendar. If it's not already there, it'll be there by tomorrow.
Great meeting. Thank you.
Thanks, all. Cheers.
Yes, sir. Ciao.
Have a great night, all.
Thanks, Ed.
God bless y'all. God bless y'all from York, PA. Coach Francie.
God bless you all. And thank you for this opportunity. I'm so excited.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Night, night. Night, John Boy.
Night, all.
Good night, John. Good night. Put the words right out of my mouth.
Showing my age once again.
Good night from Jimbo in Jersey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good night.